and very few knew this, but I was awarded $48,000 back pay because I should have been promoted.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Beauty in You podcast. I am super excited for today's episode because we are meeting with my doctor sister and a mentor who has definitely guided me through my military career. Dr. Cameron.
Hello.
Welcome to the Beauty in You podcast.
Thank you.
Glad
to be here.
Thank you so much for being a part of my journey. You've been a part of my journey for quite some time wearing the uniform, and you're out of the uniform now, and you are just taking off. You're taking off and you're really finding who you are.
Yes.
So today we're going to jump into your rediscovery journey. Some things I know, some things I don't really know. So I'm excited to kind of jump into that and share with the audience the strength and some of the guidance you have given me throughout the years. So let's start off by introducing yourself.
Thank you. And it's a pleasure to be here. I am Dr. Shela Cameron, and I am a recent military veteran, retired from the United States Army, 35 years total, actually 34 years, 7 months, and 29 days. Who's counting, right?
To be exact.
Right, to be exact. I'm a single mother, never married. I have 2 sons. Of course, they're adult males. And I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a CEO of a company, real estate investment company. I'm a mortgage loan officer. I'm a notary. I like to call myself a multitasker because I have a list of things that I do or I've gotten involved in and supported, as well as projected or inspired others to do as well. Also, I am a paparazzi jury consultant. I'm an inspired real estate agent. I'm a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And I'm a notary. I may have said that already. And of course, I am a breast cancer survivor. I'm a mentor. I'm a leader. And I'm a best-selling author.
Yes.
I've been featured on Times Square. And I have 2 children and adult activity therapeutic mental development activity coloring books. And of course, like I said, I like to call myself a multitasker.
Oh yeah, with all of that, you're definitely multitasking and getting it done. You've definitely found your way. So you didn't just get here. You had to go through some things, just a little bit. So kind of walk me through, what were some of your biggest obstacles that you've gone through that's kind of led you to where you are today?
Yes, some things I have been through. I like to say that because of perseverance, resilience, and my faith have gotten me through those obstacles. And I would like to take a brief moment to kind of run through my military career. Absolutely. Because that's where everything really started. When I attended the Academy for Officer Training, you had to take a test and you had to score at least a 90 to become an officer. Well, doggone it, I took that test 4 times. And at my 3rd try, you have to wait 6 months after each testing. So it took me like 18 months, right? Almost 24 months to actually become an officer. But on the 3rd try, I was told by the instructor, some people are not meant to be leaders. And I don't think this is fit for you, and that you should take another route in the military service or either a different branch. And I was devastated. My first thought was the audacity of you to say that when this is equal opportunity. Okay. And I was a female. I was an African-American female. And of course, I knew what I was up against as far as the dynamics of the schooling and the classes. And yes, it's rigorous training. It's up in the morning and late down at night. Okay. So when I took it on the 4th time, I just told the gentleman, I'll see you in 6 months. So on the 4th time, I made the 90. Yay. And of course, making the 90. I was very proud of myself. And I just said at that point, I will pursue this to the end. And to the end would have been 20 years. After the academy opened up for those that had passed the test, there was 37 in that class. And I say that because here's the significance of that number. 37, 19 Caucasians, 18 African Americans. Of the 18 African Americans, there were 9 females and there were 9 males, okay? When we graduated, the whole entire class, it graduated 15 only. And out of the 15, I was the only African American and I was the only female. So don't tell me I don't have what it takes. Yes. So from there, my military career went on. I went through the ranks. I traveled and I took leadership positions, of course, because I was an officer. I mentored, I coached, and I was a 42 Hotel, which is a senior human resource officer. So I ended up starting to do pay for 460,000 service members in the Army. I did personnel records, administrative actions, and all of this good stuff. So it comes to my lieutenant colonel promotion, okay, which you're very familiar with because you were very instrumental and supportive in that journey.
As a protocol officer for that.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. So when it was time for me to be promoted or go before the board, that is, I did several of my colleagues that were majors like myself looking to be promoted. And I think it was about 25 of them. And I did general packets. I did everybody's packet because I was attention to detail. I was the one. And when the results came out, I didn't get promoted. I was the only one that didn't get promoted. You're talking about a culture shock. I cried. I boo-hooed. I was like, this can't be. What's going on? I got everybody else done. And how did I miss something on mine? Well, I had to wait another year for another board. And guess what? I made that board. But during that time and during that wait, of course, my perseverance kicked in again. And the crazy part about the retirement is, the crazy part about the promotion is I've always said promotions come from God. And I could tell you, he rewarded me on the day I did get promoted because we found out that there was administrative error with the first cycle is the reason I didn't get through on that one. So guess what? The day of my promotion, and very few knew this, but I was awarded $48,000 back pay because I should have been promoted with that board. So they just pay you, the difference of the pay. And so, of course, that was a great day for me. I was a lieutenant colonel. I was a happy camper. I skipped all around the building and everything. So other than that, going through my journey as a lieutenant colonel, of course, I retired March the 31st, 2025. And the bittersweet to that retirement was I had to go. I did all the time that I could do. So it's like I tapped out. But listen, I'm like an ever-ready battery. I could have kept on ticking, and go on through. But no, I met the time requirement, which is 28 years from your commission date. So I went over that because that's where I ended up with the 34 years, 7 months, and 29 days. Yes. And so now I am a happy veteran, retired, just enjoying retirement.
I think that it's amazing watching your journey because from the time I didn't know any of that stuff was going on behind the scenes. So you did real good, ma'am. You did really good.
Thank you.
But I remember your ceremony. That's when we first met. And Dr. Cameron, ma'am, you were like, I need that. I was like, oh my God, this lady, I don't even know what I don't want to mess this up. I was
You were very
stressed.
on point, though. You were on point.
I didn't want to get in trouble. I did not want to get in trouble. But I remember how many people showed up for you your family that showed up for you, everyone that spoke so positively of you. And we were connected since that day. I mean,
Yes.
I pulled it off. Thank you, Jesus. I never want to get in trouble by ma'am. And then when we connected again, it was at NGB. And I thank you for always having me in your corner. I mean, I think it was a promotion ceremony that I actually saw you at in the NPRs. And you're like, hey, what are you doing here? And we kind of connected on that level. But you've always been a mentor to me throughout everything that you've gone through. And you always kept me there. I'm doing this here. I'm doing this here. Text. I'm like, what is Dr. Cameron? What is she doing now?
Sharing is caring.
Yes. And I definitely learned that from you. And that building, the things we go through in that building, you've definitely always kept my head up and encouraged me to, stick it out. What's going on? What's your packet looking like? What are they saying? Where's your name out on the list? Because now, full circle moment, I'm coming up for my lieutenant colonel.
I know.
So it's like really, really cool because I was a lieutenant then and I'm coming up for mine now. So I thank you for that. I
You're
really,
welcome.
really do. I
You're
really,
welcome.
really do.
Did you receive your package in the mail?
I did not.
Lieutenant Colonel?
I did not.
Oh, okay. It's coming. It's supposed to be there today.
Ooh, okay. I'll look when I get home. Oh my God, I'm super excited. So I want you to give some advice to the audience though, just on how to overcome when things get difficult.
I would say that my advice to people with life circumstances, life is a test. Life is definitely a test, right? And everyone has to realize, although it's a test, it's an opportunity to grow. Okay. So when I speak of resilience, when I speak of perseverance, obstacles, everything I do, I take it as a negative if it comes to me that way. Yeah. But the first thing I do is, okay, what's the flip side? What's the positive side? What's the good side? So I reverse the gears automatically because I could tell you, and I'm human, it will run you crazy trying to figure out certain things that come your way in life. It just happens. It's human nature. And so my advice would be to remain positive, stay focused, and guess what? It's never too late to restart or reinvent yourself, okay? Because myself, just as I just retired, it's been a year, I've been adjusting over the last year, but guess what? I restarted. I'm doing a different life, doing different things, traveling, wearing nail polish, and, let my hair down, wearing lipstick and all this good stuff because, those were restrictions. And so going forward, I would definitely say stay focused, be positive, know that life is a challenge, but more importantly, it's an opportunity to grow.
It really is. And I just thought about my own military journey because when I went to ROTC route, and I wanted to go active duty, like straight off. But, I got pregnant with Trey in school. So I was a year behind everybody else. So everyone else got commissioned, but I had to take an extra year because I had Trey. And everyone got active duty and I didn't. I got National Guard. And so I cried. I remember crying and crying and crying because I'm like, how am I supposed to take care of him if I didn't get active duty? National Guard, that's not enough money. Like, what am I supposed to do? I didn't even know what it was. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And so it was definitely a turning point until I started to learn what AGR is and getting to the National Guard Bureau and getting on tour of duty and looking at all these different opportunities. And so I spoke it. I wrote it everywhere. It's like, I will be at the National Guard Bureau. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know what job I'm going to do, but I have to get full-time orders so I could take care of this little boy. But in the meantime, I worked like 2-3 jobs. I was working at the mall. Okay, I was all over that mall. And just to make the ends meet until we finally moved to here. But the crazy thing is, like I said, everyone commissioned before me. All of my active duty folks commissioned before me. Okay, let me be clear on that. And so then I get to NGB. I'm hustling. I'm like, what's open? Hi, ma'am. Hi, sir. What do I need to do? Hustle, 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 hustle. I was the first one out of my peer, well, I guess it wouldn't be my peer group because they were before me, but the first one out of my group, my friend group, that made major. I made major before all of my active duty people. And they're like, how? You National Guard, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Like, I just remember hustling, but I learned so many lessons from that. and just how to stay consistent and resilient to get to ultimately where you want to go through. And I've met so many people along the way.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. And it's funny that you say that because I just recall that I left off out of the 37 breakdown of this, then the breakdown of the 19 and the 18, then the graduation of 15, me being the only African American to graduate in the female. Guess what I left off? I'm the last one standing.
yes.
When I retired on the 31st of March, all of them had that 15 is out of the military. You know, they didn't get as far as I did. And, you know, that was just perseverance.
Yeah.
That was faith and perseverance and the resilience of keeping on, keeping on, you know? And so, and I look back, and matter of fact, there were two service members that were in my class that showed up for my graduation. But all of them got out, didn't stay, whatever the case may be. They you know, they didn't, you know, the old saying, one of my favorite sayings is tough times don't last forever, but tough people do.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, that was me. That was definitely me.
Yep, definitely me too. I'm still holding on.
I know you are. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
This podcast episode is brought to you by FemForce, the ultimate solution for entrepreneurs craving consistent professional content without the hassle. Say goodbye to content creation overwhelm and hello to streamlined process that delivers 50 to 60 stunning photos and short video clips in just 1 hour. With shoots held at Instagram-worthy locations across cities like Austin, Atlanta, Dallas, DC, Denver, Houston, Miami, Nashville, Phoenix, and Tampa, FemForce ensures you have fresh visuals to elevate your brand every month. Whether you're launching a new product, updating your website, or keeping your social media vibrant, FemForce Shoots has got you covered. Don't miss this game-changing opportunity to elevate your brand and finally get the content you deserve. I've got an exclusive code just for my listeners to get you started today. So you can stop waiting and start showing up like the boss you are. Click the link below and let FemForce Shoots bring your brand to life.
And so when you spoke about the mentorship, I have to definitely put out there that I didn't have mentorship. I asked a few times and I was really blown away because I was rejected. Then, of course, you know, General Walker.
Yes.
He became my mentor. I don't know if is he retired now?
He should be done, yeah.
Okay, I knew he was retired. But he picked me up by the wings, dusted me off and said, "Hey, Cameron, you got what it takes." And it's funny because I got on the AGR tour because there was a colonel, oh gosh, I can't even remember her name, but they was doing an audit in the DC National Guard. And they was like, "Who did these records? Where did this come from? Who did this report?" And it was WA, okay? And so she actually she says, "Hey, are you on AGR?" I said, "No, but I would love to be." And she said, "Well, put in your paperwork, whatever, because I was working ADOS, the additional, you know, work." And so she said, "Put in a packet and send it to my email and send it over to the lady that processes them. She's no longer there, but she's retired." Hey, in 3 weeks, I was AGR. And like you said, it made a difference because AGR is active guard reserve for those, you know, are not familiar with it. So it's just like you're on active duty. You get those same benefits, you get those same entitlements. And I thank the DC Guard, you know, and I thank you and all of those people that supported me and they stood behind me.
Yeah.
They stood behind me. They stood beside me. Even if they stood in front of me, I followed. See, sometimes a leader has to be a follower as well. So yeah, that was great. That was great.
Definitely learned that as well. And it's crazy about General Walker. I will just say really quickly, amazing man.
Yes.
He put me into the Mac. I was the only lieutenant there. And he was like, "We don't have lieutenants, but I know you're going to be fine." And he took me And oh my gosh, I learned so much. Then I got that top secret
Yes.
SCI. I was like, okay, sir. But like, seriously, he really looked out for me. And so I was always grateful for him too, because he saw something in me.
Yes.
Because of that, that's the one thing I will say in the military that keeps me going. On those days where I'm like, Lord, I don't want to do this no more. I'm ready to hang it up. But I have so many people that are watching me that do come to me for mentorship. I don't have an office no more. I got a cube. My cube is always open. And they know that, like, ma'am, can you come in the hall? I'm like, I got you. Hold on one second,
Right.
And they keep me going. I teach them as much as I can. I tell them you have to lead, you have to follow before you can lead. All the things.
Yes.
All of the things. And so
that I taught you.
And you taught, right, seriously. And you don't realize that, but I love any opportunity that I get to be a mentor. I'm like, yes, I will do it. Yes. What do you need? If I don't have the answer, I guarantee I will find it for you. I will find a way for you. And so, yes, I learned that.
Yes. And I just want to say to you on a personal note, I've watched you. Yes.
You always say that to me.
People are watching.
I know.
And when you took my program and you laid out my protocol, because like you said, I was do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. I didn't care, do this, do this. But listen, keep doing what you're doing. You're going to be fine. Your time is right around the corner. And guess what? Promotions come from God. So in due time, it is yours. And I know you're going to do a fine job as you're doing now. And I can say this to you. You've already gotten a head start. Okay. So when the door closes, another one opens. And when you turn the corner, your next journey is be there waiting. And I will be too. Yes. So you have my 100% support. As you know, we've taken other paths, and I will always keep you in mind. So we have other ventures that we do together, authorship, doctoral program and such. So if I hear it, and I'm going to share it, and you'll be one of the first to know.
Thank you. I receive it.
Good.
And I'm ready. I am ready.
Good.
I'm not nervous about it. I'm ready for it.
Yes.
Give me my rank.
Yes.
Give me my rank. What would you say, even though you've gone through so much in your life, what would you say is your purpose in life? Are you living in your purpose?
Yes. One thing I did maybe 3 weeks ago is said, no, I didn't. I'm lying. Maybe 6 months ago, or when the year came in, I said to myself, every month I was going to travel somewhere. Now I had to get finances and everything kind of in place and trying to see how my money was going to be and all that. But God has blessed me with my duration of my time. And I say it as a testimony. I'm making more income now than I was working, and I'm retired. I mean, that's truly a blessing. But I did say I want to go somewhere every month. In January, I started the year off in Cameroon, Africa. I went there for three weeks. The next month I went to Panama. I've gone to Antigua. I've been to St. Thomas, St. John, Puerto Rico, North Carolina, New York. And listen, I got to tell you this. I went to The Price is Right. I got on, and I got called up, and I won. Yes.
I was like, how did she get on there? I always wanted to go on that show.
It's so crazy. I went out to California to go to the Ravens. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. So I went out to the Ravens game. They was playing San Francisco Chargers, somebody like that. And so I went to the game. So I met some guys on the plane, and they were like, well, we're going to the game tonight. I said, no, the game's tomorrow night, Saturday. They said, no, there's a basketball game. So I saw the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets as well. And so I ran across some other people, and they was like, oh, well, we're going to ride up to Burbank, and we're going to The Price is Right. And I was like, well, how do I get tickets? And so I went and had to stand in the wait list line. They took the first 20 in the wait list line, and I was number 16. That's my birthday, by the way, 16. And so I said, Oh my goodness. So 6 and 1 is 7. So 7 in the Bible is completion. So I got called in the line to go into the program. So then they interviewed us and talked and whatever. And then when they called my name, I was like, that sounded like me. And I looked and there was a sign holding up my name. And I was trying to get out the aisle and the guy was, I don't know, but I beat him to death. I was trying to get out the aisle. I went up, I bid it. My bid was the best bid. I went on stage. I played my game. I spent the wheel and
cool.
I did not meet the requirement on the wheel. So I was very upset about that, but it was a lot of fun. If anyone ever asked me, what's the best activity experience I've done, it is The Price is Right. It definitely is The Price is Right.
Oh my gosh. I remember seeing your pictures and I was like, she really went on The Price is Right? Oh my God.
I was
There's
there.
2 shows, This Price is Right and Family Feud. I said I always wanted to go on.
Yes.
So,
and when I came back, it was so inspiring because I didn't realize there's so many people that want to go on game shows. And listen, there was 175 people in the audience. They only called 6 people. What's the odds?
You're meant to be there.
Yeah, that's great. Yes, definitely.
Oh my goodness.
So as far as purpose, got off track.
Back to it.
Right. I would say that my purpose is to empower people to know that their inner strengths is their rock. Yeah. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, and keep going. There are going to be obstacles, but then once again, that goes back to your faith, your resilience, and your perseverance. I have one motto that I like to say also is, I would say the purpose is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Cannot go wrong. However something makes you feel, however something makes you feel, if you don't want that projected onto you, don't project it onto someone else. Yeah. If something makes you feel good, you know how they call me the card lady, right? I send out over 300 Christmas cards every year. Yes. It's the one time of the year that I say, hey, I'm doing okay. This is where I'm at. I send out birthday cards or I'll tag them on, Facebook and things like that. But communication is key. They say I'm blunt. They say I'm bold when I speak, but I call it being truthful. Yeah. I call it being honest. I get the respect of my word, and my word is normally my bond.
Yeah. You are, but I respect that, and I need to hear it, and I think other people need to hear it too. Now, they may not want to receive it, but they do need to hear it,
right?
And so that's sometimes how it has to be. I think you're definitely living in your purpose.
Yes,
and I've enjoyed watching your journey, and you travel,
yes,
and really enjoy your life outside of the structure that we are in.
Yes.
We're in, you were in, I'm still in.
Yes.
Dealing with. So it's good to watch you step into that purpose, and you're definitely living in the moment and living in the light. And back to what you said, where you're like, I'm making the most money than I have while I was still working. My parents are there too. My parents just retired, and it's so cool because I know how much they worked hard to take care of me and my sister. It's so cool to watch them enjoy life now. They're both making the most they've ever had in their whole working career. And it's crazy. And I'm like, good, you guys enjoy this. You deserve it. You sacrificed so much for me and my sister. So the same thing, they're like, this is great. I like this. I'm like, yes, you've earned it. You worked towards that. So now just relax and enjoy the moment.
Right. Because this is like my father, who's still living. He lives in North Carolina. I am his care provider. Yeah. He's my dependent. He and my mom. And of course, I lost my mom in 2022. But I was their caregiver. They were my dependents. And it's kind of funny because the role's been reversed. They took care of me. Now I'm taking care of them. Or I've taken care of my father. And he's 89 years old. And he tells me all the time, he says, girl, you're blessed. Girl, you're blessed. And listen, I know I am. And I thank God. I really thank God. I pray every morning. I pray every night. And, I don't really ask for nothing from God. I do ask for maybe things like guidance, but materialistic things or something like that, or something I've gotten myself into that I need to get out of and knew better and should have done better, but we don't sometimes do better because we don't know better, So knowledge is very key, sharing information and being supportive of people. So going forward, when I think about prayer, I definitely say my prayer and I thank him. I'll thank you for giving me breath when I wake up in the morning. I don't know the exact statistics, but someone dies every day and every second. I just don't know how many, and so going forward, prayer, faith, resilience, perseverance, I can't stress it enough. It will keep you going. It will sit you at tables that you haven't even walked through the door yet. And I know I'm at many tables, many tables. And it's kind of funny because when you know you're being discussed, negative or positive, you don't have to worry about it because the favor of God is on your life. And guess what happens? It comes to fruition. Not when you want it, but when it's time. So I can definitely say your time is coming and some of it has already begun. Just steadfast and hang in there.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy because I felt all of that because I'm living all of that. The negative and then now the positive and the ones that are like, is that Chiquita? Like, yeah, it's me.
Yes.
Not the same person I was then. I definitely grew a lot.
Yes.
So I receive.
Yes.
Receive it.
It's funny because I just posted a little post yesterday and it said grow. And I said, here I grow again. Yeah. Because I became a certified travel agent. Yes. But growth is in me. And at my age, my tender young age, yes, I'm still growing. I'm still growing. And every day there is something out there to learn. So don't never close yourself off to education, knowledge, and sharing. And hey, listen, I've given information, advice, opinions to people, and it's up to you what you do with it. What's the old saying? You can lead a horse to the trough, but you can't make him drink the water. Yes, so easily take control of yourself. And always remember, you got time to start over and you can reinvent yourself.
Yep. I always say that you are the author of your own story.
That's
correct.
correct.
You have the pen and you can, write your happy ending. And
yes.
I'm definitely for that because I've written my ending. Well, it's not there yet, but I've written my story. I'm still writing my story. And some of the things that are coming up, I'm scared as I don't know what. But I prayed about it. This is what I asked for. And so I have to, step into that discomfort. But I don't grow unless I'm uncomfortable. So I'm ready.
You just said something that's very key. And this is my advice to you. Do not let fear.
Oh, it's not stopping me.
Do not let fear hinder your success.
No, it's not.
And you know what fear is? The unknown.
Yeah.
People that say they can't swim, they fear the water. But they don't know your body is buoyancy. And so if you just relax, you'll float at least. You'll at least float. But fear is a monster that we all can tackle. We have all had it. We all have it. But it's just the fear of the unknown. So with that in mind, you could just say, hey, I ain't scared of you. I got this. And you got it.
Yes. Dr. Cameron, it's been absolutely amazing having you here today, sharing this with me and being a part of my journey. Can you please let the audience know where they can connect with you?
Sure. You can connect with me on Dr. Shela Cameron, and that is on Facebook. I'll see you soon.
All right, you guys. I will ensure to tag that in the show notes. If you are listening to this wherever you stream your podcast, make sure to leave a review. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. All right, you guys. Until next time.